let me explain something to you, okay? We are the homicide investigators that are working on this case, and I am about 2 cents from charging you with murder. That's the fucking truth. That's what you're hearing.
I know.
You're going to have to prove it to me.
Now, I took that information to a judge this morning, and he issued a warrant for your arrest. That's the facts in the case. There's zero doubt about that. But the only reason why you're sitting here now is because you fled from the scene. You've been missing for a few hours, and I want to know what happened.
Friends, in today's episode of America's Biggest Bellends, we have 2 bandits pleading their innocence. In 2011, Deontay Graham and Nashana Nobles were shot. Nashana survived, Deontay did not. Now the 2 bandits in question regarding this incident, first we have Donnie McKay, and then we have the interview of Jeremy Rand, both accused in this murder. Jeremy's interview is coming after Donnie's. There's a lot of swearing and foul language. I've had to mute quite a bit of it for YouTube policy. Please keep this in mind.
Does this victim know you?
She can't know me.
So she doesn't know you. So why would she just pick you out of the blue?
I have no idea, but I was not with them that night. Seriously? No. I was not with them that night. Hell no. My tattoos and everything would show, like, no. If there's cameras out there and wherever it happened at, in Twin, whatever, check the cameras out there. Check the cameras. Real talk. If they got cameras out there, check the cameras. Ask Twin baby mama. Ask the other twin. They would tell you I was not there.
How are they supposed to tell us that? Were they there?
Just ask them. I don't know. But they could tell you that when they left my house, I wasn't with them.
Why did they go to your house, DJ?
They was already at my house.
Why'd they go to your house to begin with? And then go back after the murder? What doesn't make
sense? Go back? Like, what you mean? Like,
why did Jeremy come to your house?
To get his brother. I got dropped off. He can't. I called them, like I told y'all, I called them to come get me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you got in the car.
Went to go get some blunts and went home. We stopped by my house. His brother was still doing his thing with my sister. We went to go get some blunts. He dropped me off and they left. They wasn't talking about no beef. They wasn't talking about nothing. I don't even ride with them dudes like that.
Why did they go back to your house?
They was already at my house.
Why did they go back to your house after the murder?
They didn't come back to my house.
They didn't go back to your house after the murder? Your sister told me they were knocking on the window. What do you mean they didn't come back to your house?
I didn't. If they knocked on my window, check their phone records and everything. I don't even have a phone. They knocked on my window. I was asleep. I didn't even answer my window.
Your sister.
If they knocked on my window, I told my sister, I said, somebody was knocking on my window, but I was asleep.
DJ.
That's the only thing I told her.
DJ, look at me. I talked to your sister.
DJ said she looked out the window.
She said that the 2 of you looked out the window. You said, oh, it's the twins. And then she went back to sleep and you went and answered the door.
Fuck no, man. No.
What she fucking said?
No, man. No.
So my question to you.
If they knocked on my window, man, I was asleep. Y'all can check phone records, everything.
From what I hear. What phone record are we going to check?
I'm talking about they phone records and stuff.
No. Here's what you need to understand, okay? What are you going to prove to us that you didn't do that? Jeremy Rand, big twin, says you were there. What page is it? A victim who has been shot says you were there. So you were there. That's established.
I was not there. Come on, I would take a polygraph test. I would take anything y'all need me to take. I was not there. I don't know what the fuck going on, real talk, but I was not there. It's getting serious now. I wasn't even fucking worried because I wasn't there. But now this shit right here is going too far.
Why is Jeremy saying you were there?
I don't know. You're probably trying to put it off on somebody else. That shit don't make no sense though. I don't barely even know that man. I was cool with his brother with going in the store with the picture y'all just showed me. That man just got out of jail and shit, as far as I know. You know, he probably could be trying to take up man, that man could be trying to take up for somebody else, dog. Whoever the fuck that is in that picture that was with them. Real talk, man. Ain't no man.
So why would a victim who's never seen you before, out of 6 people that look like you.
Man, that shit could be, come on, man. Nah, man. No,
Why do you think I took a picture of you last night?
I didn't care if you took a picture of me because I wasn't there. Nobody could have said I was there.
He said DJ was there. right after we arrested him and charged him with murder. He said that DJ was there.
No, I fucking was not there.
And it makes sense to us. Why would they go back to your house if you weren't there? What sense does that make?
If they knocked on my window, if they was knocking on my window.
You talked to him that night. You talked to him after the murder. That's a fact.
No, I did not. How could I talk to them?
Why
did you listen to me?
Did you ask for them to come with you to see what was going on?
Yes.
Could you just this man trying to do anything in his power to put this shit off. No,
not just one, it's 3 people.
No, man. Check this photo and shit, please, because this shit, real talk, no.
So you wanted to take 2 other people back there with you?
Nuh-uh.
Is that what you're saying? Just
where are you supposed to be in this video if you're not in those pictures right there? Where are you at? What were you wearing?
I don't even know what time this is.
When you went to the Circle K.
I had on a white shirt and it said academic across it.
And who were you with?
I was with his brother. He wasn't even with us because he was with my sister. This had to be after they left my house together. I promise you that shit. Ain't no, this man probably trying to take, no, man, fuck no. Fuck no, look, come on, man, no. Check shoe prints, my room, check everything y'all need to check. Anything y'all need to check, polygraph test, whatever, I will fucking do it because I was at home.
So what did y'all do over there? We split up. No, this is us. What did y'all do over there? Answer. We split up. Us. On foot? Answer. Me and DJ got out.
I was not fucking with this man, dog. No. I see what you're saying. But how the fuck? No, he didn't even get out the car when he dropped me off and get my blunts. Because my sister was walking his brother to the car. And his brother was fucking...
So he took you to get blunts, and then you came back.
I went back home.
And he came back, and he picked up his brother and left.
And they fucking left.
Well, that doesn't make sense, because he was home just before all this shit happened. And then he came out and came to your house and got his brother.
No, he didn't. Check the records.
That's even what Jocelyn said.
Check his records from if he called his brother or whatever. If y'all
so what time did he take you to go get blunts?
Fuck, I don't fucking remember. I was on Xanax and lean and weed. I wasn't really paying attention to the time. To be honest with you, real talk. I wasn't there. I don't even know why the fuck I was not there. I will do anything, whatever y'all need me to do, but I'm not finna go down in this shit because I was not there.
Well, why would we be in a position to lie to you?
I ain't saying y'all lying. I'm just saying, listen, because this shit too far,
Tell me something I can listen to. Tell me.
Oh, come on, man. No, man. I was not with these guys.
Well, prove it.
Ask his brother. Only way I can do is tell y'all to call my family and ask them and shit. I was at home. If y'all saying these niggas. Now, if that was them knocking on my window, I was asleep.
And why'd your sister say you got up, checked the window, and said, "Nah"?
She don't fucking know. She trying to take up for him because she having a fucking affair with this man. She just trying to make sure because she care about him, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So she just trying to take up for this man. I don't know what she told y'all, but I did tell her shit. I heard somebody knocking at my motherfucking window, but I didn't answer it because I was asleep.
Because you weren't there.
I was knocked out. I was at home. I don't know what
DJ,
better way to put it.
When you went to get blunts, who all was in the car?
This man was not with us. I ain't got no reason to take up him. It was me. It was me and Big Twin.
You were the only 2 people in the car?
Yes. And we went straight up to the store, came back. His brother was outside with my sister, got in the car, and they left because he was in the front seat like this and she,
oh, you all right? Were you ever in the car?
No, none that day. None.
Where did you sit when you went to go get blunts?
In the front seat.
Okay. So there's nothing else, anywhere else in that car that's going to come back to you?
No. Check it. Do everything y'all got to do. I'll take a polygraph test. I'll do anything I got to do. This man, I don't know why the fuck you trying to put me there, but that's not me. That's Little Twin, and I don't know what the fuck is this.
This ain't something you need to be
Ain't no way in here. I know. This is, I know.
Is that right there? Because who's that person?
You got two things you need to be concerned.
Well, that and that.
This one and this one.
Because you got a motherfucker who has been charged with murder.
Trying to say I was there. I understand y'all doing y'all job where y'all coming from.
You're only going by what they told you. Let me explain something to you, okay? We are the homicide investigators that are working on this case, and I am about 2 fucking cents from charging you with murder. That's the fucking truth. That's what you're hearing.
I know.
You're going to have to prove it to me. Prove it. Prove it.
What do I have to do to prove it to you?
You better come up with something.
Give me a chance because I was at home.
Because them girls picked out both them boys being over there, and that other stupid motherfucker sat right there in that chair the other day and sat here for 4.5 hours doing the same bullshit that you're doing.
No, see, it's different.
It ain't different.
I wasn't. We are 2 different people. I'm trying to tell you,
DJ.
I wasn't there. Listen, you telling me to prove it to you. What better way can I prove it to you but telling you I wasn't fucking there? I wasn't there.
The girl said you were.
I was not there.
You were.
How could I wasn't? I was at home.
They came back to that house that night. Listen to me.
I was at home. They did not come back to my house. If it was after them, if his brother did this shit and came back and got his brother and twisting up the story, that's different. But I was not there. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if his fucking brother was with him because he was with my sister at the house with me.
No, he was there. He told us that the other day. He was there.
Well, you admit it then. I would ask him, was I there? I was not there. I was not there. I put that on my unborn child life. I was not there. I don't know what these boys telling y'all, but I was not there. I was at home. There's not too much I can say if I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there. There's really not too much I can say.
I was just double checking. We got the Circle K video all the way to 1 o'clock, so.
Well, then somebody needs to start looking at it.
Bunch of holes in that damn story.
Please find out what's going on because this shit is bullshit. For real, because ain't no way in hell.
I'm going to bet you that Big Twin ain't even on that damn video until much, much later. Mm-hmm. Or much, much earlier, I should say. Because he was at home right before the murder happened.
I don't see how he was at home when he ain't let nobody drive that fucking rental car. They riding around, hitting licks together, come selling me, and the truth be told, they come over there and get plates from like food and shit, get their hair edged up and stuff. That whole day, that boy was there with my sister.
And you said
later on
earlier that you're a customer. What the hell's that mean?
I just buy my weed from these boys. That's it, man. I told y'all that shit that night. Then I asked that man when I got the weed from him, can you take me to get some blunts? And he took me to get some blunts and dropped me back halfway home and they left. I don't know what the fuck this man talking about.
You got your fingerprints all up in the middle of a goddamn car that was used in a murder.
No, hell no.
Say it ain't so.
Nuh-uh.
Do you think a jury's gonna believe that shit?
Especially not when your own sister tells us a different story.
No,
especially
man.
when a 16-year-old child takes the stand to testify against you for murdering her 17-year-old boyfriend.
When that 16-year-old child, when I went to go talk to her today, you know what she was sitting in?
What?
She was sitting in a wheelchair.
I understand that. I understand
now,
people.
You don't understand nothing.
Yes, I do, sir. But what I don't get is
child
how don't y'all
who is currently in a wheelchair has to stand up to testify.
I know how it's gonna look. That's why I'm fucking scared now, because this shit don't make no sense. How is he gonna put me there and talk about with a gun? With what fucking gun? I ain't even never seen them with a gun.
Somebody did.
Truth be told.
You mean to tell me that the only 2 dope dealers in Pensacola don't carry guns?
No, I'm not saying they don't carry one. I'm saying they never let me see it or nothing.
Well, let me ask you this question. You said earlier that you need to lock your room up. Why'd you have to lock your room?
Because I got clippers and shit in there, and I just lock my door. Every time I leave my keys right here, I lock my damn door. Because my sister and they go in my room looking through my shit. Y'all want to go over there and look through it? Go be my guest. Go look through anything. Ask them anything y'all need to. Check cameras, check whatever. My people would tell y'all I was at home. I'm a home person any fucking way. I don't even go nowhere. Real talk, I bought my weed from this man and asked this man, can you take me to get some blunts? Usually I walk to the fucking Circle K.
When they came over to your house the first time, is that when you gave them the gun?
I didn't never give them a gun. I don't have no gun to give them. No gun. What gun? Real talk. What gun? What gun was I supposed to give them? Well, I don't even have no gun. I don't even know if they got a gun. They trying to put, no, hell no, they is nothing. To me now, it sounds like they trying to put this shit off on me, and this is not finna go down because I was the last place. My house was the last house they was at. I ain't even got no damn gun. What
not only
fucking
the
gun?
last place they were at, it was the first place that they went back to after the murder. Now, what kind of goddamn sense does that make?
If I was with them, why the fuck would I go home and let them come with me?
Because you ain't got nowhere else to go.
No, hell no. I could have went back.
Statement hasn't been transcribed.
I could have went back
I could wish that the truck would have been abandoned over there on Pareto Drive. It only makes sense. I mean, hell, Big Twin lives right there, so why not just abandon it there? And his brother
lives there.
Whatever, fuck ever. Jermaine lives there. So why? And Jermaine, let me ask you this question, okay? And please explain this to me. Jermaine and Jeremy commit a murder at Royal Crest Apartments, which is like almost across the street from Wellington Arms. The only thing that's separating is two apartment complexes and a car dealership. Why would they drive all the way to Mayfair to abandon the car 3 blocks from your house?
To come to my motherfucking house to hide if I would have answered the window.
And knock
That's
on
why. That's why. To get his furthest away and hide the fuck out. Real talk. That's why. That is why.
When nobody knew that they had committed the murder.
Guess what their excuse gonna be? We got robbed. I would have found out that if I'd have answered the fucking window, but I didn't.
They could have
That's probably was gonna be their excuse, because that's what I heard when I woke up the next morning. Oh, we got robbed to cover up a murder or whatever, but I don't know because I wasn't there. Hell no, man. Nuh-uh. I ain't even wasting y'all time or nothing, but hear me out, please. I know you tired. Y'all stringing this shit along, gotta find out what's going on. It's y'all job. I understand.
The only reason why I sit here and ask you this is because the state attorney's office is going to ask me, why did the young lady pick you out, saying that you were also there with a gun if you didn't do it?
I wasn't there, man. This girl could be delirious or anything. Real talk. Real talk.
She delirious.
Ain't no way. Listen, ain't no way this girl seen me. Ain't no way this girl seen me, man. Ain't no way that girl seen me. Ain't no way. Not this face. Ain't no fucking way. I put that on my unborn child.
There, isn't it?
Ain't no way that girl seen me. That's because I wasn't there.
Your face is the face that's on that picture, right?
Yes, it damn so is.
Do you have a twin?
No, I don't.
Well, who's the third person that was with him?
I don't know. When they left my house, they was by themselves. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I ain't trying to take up for them and not seeing this. They wasn't even talking about no beat, no window, no nothing. Them niggas say they was going home. And Maine, little twin with the dress, he was too unfunctional. And he was just like, shit, other twin was talking. He was like, shit, we about to go home. My nigga, I'll holler at you in the morning. Hit me up when you need me.
Did you speak with DJ? Yeah, what'd he tell you? DJ told me a story that was wrong 6 ways from Sunday because the timeline didn't match up. And on top of that, he also said that Jeremy was at his house just prior to all this when Jeremy was at home.
No,
Jeremy was at home.
Jermaine was at my house. Jeremy came back. When Jeremy came, that nigga, listen, hear me out. I'm going to tell y'all the shit. When I got dropped off, he was at my house with my sister. I asked him, since they still chilling, knock on the door, I guess they was doing their humping hump. Run me to the store, my nigga, you know what I'm saying, so I can get me some blood. All right. He run me to the store, come back, they was done. They fucking left. They left.
No.
Did Jeremy go inside when you went to the store?
We can't even find that video, dude.
No.
What time was that supposed to be?
I was so fucked up, to be honest, I don't even.
Which we got video all the way till 1.
All right. Well, we need to look on that video and find that HHR on there.
For real, find something, because this shit,
So that's the end of Donnie's interview. Now, before I get to Jeremy's interview, let me tell you what actually happened. Jeremy was at home. Deontay and Neshana were in a car outside. Jeremy, for some reason, was thinking them two were peeping in his apartment. So Jeremy confronts them, Deontay denies it, Jeremy shoots him in the chest and shoots Neshana in the neck. Both of them were teenagers. So in Jeremy's interview now, keep in mind it does skip a little bit because there's long gaps in this interview where it's just dead air because this Muppet says nothing. So just keep that in mind.
Can you tell me what happened this morning?
Well, this morning, me and my girl, we was in the house watching TV. I was rocking my little girl back to sleep. And so, as like in the corner of my eye, I had seen somebody in the right there by the slide door in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So I seen a shadow. So I'm thinking I'm like hallucinating or something because I'm tired. You know what I mean? And so I had asked my girl, I said, "Babe, did you see that?" And she said she looked. She had jumped up, and I jumped up as well. So I had gave her my baby, and I was pushing her towards the back to go in the room. And then I was finna go and like open the blinds to see who it was, but she had yelled for her mother's name, and then that's when the person ran. So her mother had asked what was going on, and she was like, "Well, somebody was just right here in the back looking," because like when we looked, they like creeping like, and they was looking like inside like.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I'm pacing back and forth, and her mother called an officer. And so by that time I had put on my shoes and I ran like I had looked. I was running to see who was like, I had went on that side. So when I was there, when I had looked, I had seen a male and a female, but the male had on an army jacket with a hood on. So I was finna ask, like, did anybody see? But I'm scared because I don't know why, you know what I mean? Somebody's like looking in our window, you know what I mean? So, but before then, my girl told me this had happened like on different occasions. Like somebody, like she'll maybe hear like somebody tapping on her window or whatnot. But I ain't believe her because I'm like, all right, yeah, whatever, because you may be asleep, you know what I mean? Because she was asleep. So I'm like, well, you probably just hearing things while you sleep. So, but anyway, I had believed her this time because I actually seen it for myself though. But anyway, so I had when the dude who I had seen with the army jacket with the hoodie on talking to a female, I was finna ask, did anybody see who was right here at this window? And so when I was finna like ask, the dude like grabbed on his crotch, said, "What the fuck you looking at?" So by that time I got scared. I jumped in the car. I leave. You know what I mean? So anyway, while I'm driving, I'm going to Montclair to one of my friend's house. And so all of a sudden, like I'm at the stop sign, then like somebody like followed. Like I guess I was being followed, you know what I mean? And so they had jumped out the car and like with a gun. I'm sorry if I was.
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. So anyway, I was right there by at the stop sign on Hardway in Montclair. And so they had drove up and they was like, "Get the fuck out the car." Like I was being robbed. I'm like, the fuck? So they got me out the car. They slammed me at the car. I'm face down with the pistol in the back of my head. And so when I get up, by the time I get up, they drove off. So by this time, I walked to my friend's house, DJ. I knocked on his window and tell him to come open up the door. I just been, you know what I mean?
What'd you do in your car? Left it there?
No, they took me out the car.
Okay. Did you go to your friend DJ in the car? Or?
No, I walked. I ran.
You left your car there?
No, I didn't leave the car. I got slung out the car.
Okay. And you ran on foot to your friend's house?
Yes.
Okay. And then what happened?
Right there on Montclair Road. So I was telling him what had happened or whatnot, but I didn't want to tell like my girl at that point that I've been robbed. Call your stepdad so he can report the car stolen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I ain't want, you know, to like get in trouble or whatnot with the little situation or whatnot. So, but yeah.
When'd you shoot him?
I haven't shot anybody, sir.
And when'd you go back home?
When I went back home,
mm-hmm.
I didn't go back home. I was at my friend DJ house.
When'd you go back to Royal Crest Apartments?
I haven't went back. That's
you didn't go home and confront those people sitting in the car?
No, not at all.
And then leave again?
No, I had left only that one time.
So what are these people driving that tried to rob you?
I had no idea. I can't. They had me at gunpoint and I went blank. I'm in shock.
What about the car that was following you? What did it look like?
I couldn't see what it like. I can't actually tell what kind of car it was.
Let me ask you a question. And I don't mean to laugh at you, but that story don't make any kind of sense. The prowling thing, you had me there. You had me there with somebody in the back window. Okay.
With somebody.
But it didn't stop there. You got in your car and went somewhere because the police did not see you at the house.
No, because I left.
I know. Because the girlfriend and her mama talked to the police. And you went somewhere. And you went and picked up either one or two more people. And only you're the one that's going to be able to tell me that. And you went back home. And you confronted those people in the car and you shot them.
No, I haven't shot.
That's what happened.
I haven't shot anyone, sir.
So what I want you to tell me is why you shot them and who was with you. Because there's one of these people that was with you is in this other room over here. You know a boy named Duke?
Duke?
Mm-hmm.
No, sir.
Well, he's in the other room. Who was with you?
Duke?
Who was with you?
No one was with me, sir.
Because I ain't going to always say just because I'm the police that I'm on the front page. Okay, I wasn't there. I got woke and was told to go do this and figure out who did it. And I want you to tell me who was with you.
No one, sir.
How about DJ? What's his name?
I don't know DJ's real name.
You don't know DJ's real name?
No.
I'm not.
Where's DJ live at?
On Montclair Road.
What's the address?
I'm not sure what the address.
And let's go back to, we ain't worried about that because that's bullshit. Let's go back to when you dropped the car off over there. Because you see it's found in some woods. Who was with you when the car got dropped off?
Sir, I told you I had got slunk out the car.
I know what you said.
All right, let me ask you this. Why were you afraid to file that report?
Why was I afraid?
Mm-hmm. You said you were scared to call your girl's dad to report the car stolen. Why?
Because I know I was going to have to come out the pocket and pay, you know what I mean? Pay for this incident.
All right.
And I was scared to tell him. I was scared to tell him that what had happened.
Look, right now, the way the story is written goes completely against you. Okay? It goes completely against you. And we just left from Escambia High School. Okay? And people there are telling us that you didn't have beef with these people, but that Duke did.
Duke?
Yeah.
I don't know no Duke, sir.
All right. Well, I think we're going to have to show you a photograph of him. Maybe you can recognize him.
You know that cat?
No. I don't know him at all.
Okay. So he wasn't with you last night?
No, sir.
Who was with you?
I was by myself.
No, there was at least two other people. Definitely one other person with you.
For all I know, whoever...
At Royal Crest.
For all I know, the person who had snatched me out the car, they could have...
That's not possible.
So what you saying that I'm a killer?
Well, what I'm telling you
I'm not that type of person. That's what I'm trying to tell you, that
your girlfriend told us that you were at the apartment prior to the shooting and that you left. Okay? And then about 15 minutes later, she heard some shots. And when we found these people, they had left the apartment complex. And maybe you didn't know they were dead. They drove from the apartment complex. And at that point, there were just some shots being fired. And they went to a separate apartment complex to get some help. And that's when one of them died and the other one went to the hospital. So we sent the officers back to your apartment. And we interviewed your girlfriend, and your girlfriend gave us your name and told us that you were driving a vehicle that looked similar to this. But the people in the shooting told us that this particular vehicle was parked next to them and that the driver and a passenger emerged from this vehicle and that one of them pulled the gun. So we asked your girlfriend, what's your boyfriend's name? And she said, Jeremy Rand. So we took your photograph and put it in a photographic lineup with 5 other people, okay, that look similar to you. And we went to the hospital and showed that photographic lineup to one of the girls. And she said, that's the one that was driving the PT Cruiser and got out. It said something about which one of you was peeping in my windows. Do you understand? Does this sound familiar? And then we talked to the other person, and they were able to identify you as being the one that had a gun in your hand and started shooting. Now, I took that information to a judge this morning, and he issued a warrant for your arrest. That's the facts in the case. There's zero doubt about that. But the only reason why you're sitting here now is because you fled from the scene. You've been missing for a few hours. And I want to know what happened. There's several things that you can help me with that are to your benefit, other than just look like a standoff killer. I don't want to make you look like someone that just pulls up and tries to, it kills one person and tries to kill the other. I don't want you to look like that.
Okay.
And I, in the story about you being followed in Montclair, if that's true, then tell me that's true. But I don't think that's true because you went somewhere. I don't know where you went, and you came back with at least one person. There's no doubt, at least one person. At least one person. And I can assure you that we're going to find out who that person is, either with or without your help. I would hope that you would help us out in the matter, because if you don't, it's going to look even worse for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And there's also going to be physical evidence on that car. That car and that car. That's going to put you there.
This is your chance now to give us your story about what happened and help us understand this. Because right now, this talk of mystery people pulling you out of a car that you don't know what they look like, you don't know what kind of car it was, and then some guy named DJ who you don't know his real name and you don't know where he lives.
I do know where he lives.
It's not going to, but you got to understand, all right?
You've never been in any trouble, man.
I know, that's what I'm trying to.
But you're in trouble now. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's no doubt about that.
It's crazy because I haven't killed anyone. That's what I'm
Well, then who did?
I'm telling you, I don't know, sir. I'm no killer. I'm no killer at all. I'm not that type of person. I am a family guy.
Well,
it may seem like that because I wasn't there when the police arrived, so I can get my side of the story.
but then I told you that alone wasn't completely true, because these people, I took a picture of you, dude, along with other people, and they picked you out immediately. Now, in the story that I'm being told, let me tell you what the back page is. The story that I'm being told is that there's a couple of different stories. The one story that I've been told is that the boy and you had got into a fight. Do we have a picture of the victim?
I think you do.
A fist fight?
No,
Got into
like
some kind of argument.
And that's one of the stories that I'm being told. I don't know if I have a picture.
See, here's the point that we're getting to, man, is that right now, you know how shit goes. Everybody out there is running their mouth, telling story about this, story about that, story about this.
Nice.
And it's just building and building and building, and it's springing off, and we're getting all these different stories. You're the only one that can tell us what really happened that
and
night.
then y'all showing me pictures of a person that I've never seen in my life. Never, ever seen in my life
Is
at
that
all.
you?
That is me.
He grabs his crotch. You say you go somewhere. Not quite sure where you went, but you came back. There's no doubt about that.
I never said I came back, sir.
You came back. I'm telling you came back. And they both said that the driver of this particular car, which you've identified, got out and shot into the vehicle. I want to know why you did it. Did they have a gun?
That's not true, sir. Did
they have a gun? Was somebody else with you?
How was I supposed to know all this and I never came back?
You came back.
Let me ask you this. Because this whole thing about you not coming back, about you going to Montclair and getting carjacked, that doesn't make any sense. Okay? Here's the thing. Truth is easy. All right? It flows easy. It comes out easy because you were there. You witnessed it. But when you start trying to come up with these stories, that's when it looks really bad. All right? Because now there's no justification, there's no reasoning. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because I know there was a reason for something to happen. I don't know if it was you or somebody else or what. But something happened, and that boy's dead. All right? And there was something that took place that night. And I want to know what it was because I want to know what caused this. All right? And if it was something they did, they're damn sure not going to tell me. You are the only one that can tell me what happened that night and what you were feeling or who you were with that this happened.
Let me ask you this. This happens all the time around here. Somebody gets murdered. They come in here and they tell me that the people that they killed pulled a gun out on them. Especially out on the streets. It happens all the time. Did they pull a gun out on you?
Sir.
I'm asking you a question. Did they pull a gun out on you?
No one pulled a gun out on me, sir.
Nobody in that car pulled a gun out on you.
What car, sir? That's what I'm trying to get at. You keep saying that I was there at...
There was a white car.
A white car and people in the car.
All right, hang on a minute. I'll get you a picture of the car.
And like I said, if you're getting blamed for something you didn't do, then that's something I need to know, okay? You understand what I'm saying? Because you're the only one that can tell me this. If you didn't do it, all right, then you need to tell me what happened. Come on, sit up. Sit up. Look at me, Jeremy. Jeremy, I want you to look at me, okay? Take a second. I'm not going to sit in here and lie to you, okay? All I want to know is the truth about what happened. And you hold that right there. Come on. The reason we're here talking to you is because a witness and a victim picked you. Now, like I said, if you didn't do this, then this is your opportunity to tell me, okay? This is your opportunity to let the truth ring out on this. And you are the only person that can actually do that. Because you're getting blamed for some shit right now.
I'm sad.
Did you do it?
No, sir. I haven't.
Okay, then who did? Because you are the person who knows that.
Sir.
I've been to the morgue. And now I'm here with you. So simple question. After you went outside, what happened? It doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you made a terrible mistake. And it led to a horrific event that you can't take back. But you can change things a little bit. It might make you feel a little bit better if you tell us what happened.
Events throughout a person's life don't define who they are. It's where they go from that and how they move forward. Okay? It's not that this happened. It's where you go from here. It's not that this fall has happened, but it's how you get up from here. See, we're trying to work through this. That's the reason I need to
How
find
is it?
DJ.
This is the whole problem, and then I'm going to get off of it. How is it that she tells me that she saw you talking to these people? You drove off. You came back. She saw a guy with dreads there as well. And then that you walked over there about the camo stuff. She said you, the guy with the short haircut. I showed her the lineup with you in it, and she says, that's him. That's the guy that shot. End of story. Nobody in this case has said anything about the boy with dreads having a firearm or doing any kind of shooting. Everybody's pointing the finger at you. You, for whatever asinine-ass reason, are wanting to put your brother in the middle of it with having a gun in his hand, and he doesn't have one. And right now, we're in the process of finding him. What I'm trying to get to you is, why did you do it?
I didn't do it.
Why did you come back?
I haven't shot
and why
anybody.
Did you do it?
I haven't shot or killed anybody at all.
Because I told you what the prosecutor said. And that's why you're reluctant in trying to find this weapon.
Come in here and...
Where did y'all go to after you left the scene? Very simple question. Where did you go? You don't have to be silent about it. Where did you go after you left the scene? You did not tell me.
We all split up in Montclair.
Okay. So where the fuck did Wellington Arms come from?
That's where we went.
So all three of you split in different directions. You all got out of the car together because the evidence is there. It's all scattered in them woods. This investigator, Chris Baggett, Escambia County Sheriff's Office. It is September the 9th of 2011. It's approximately 1800 hours. This statement is being taken at the Escambia County Sheriff's Office. Reference to case number ECSO 11 OFF 026009. Present in this interview is Jeremy Rand. Also present, investigator Ron Norman. Jeremy, raise your right hand. Do you swear the information about the provides the truth?
Yes.
This morning, we had a murder case that happened we were actually called to Twin Oaks apartment, and the homicide happened at Hillcrest Apartments, and your name came up in the investigation, and we developed some arrest warrants for your arrest. And eventually you came to the sheriff's office on a voluntary basis to give a statement. Is that correct?
Correct.
And after you got here, we read you a rights waiver form, and we had you sign the waiver acknowledging that you understood your rights. Is that correct?
Correct.
And I'll read this form again. This interview has been recorded from the beginning. And we've talked about several different subjects, including your whereabouts last night. Is that correct? Or early this morning, is that correct?
Mm.
And you live at 190 North Old Quarryfield Road, is that correct? I need you to say yes or no. Apartment 2001.
Yes.
And earlier this morning, an incident happened, is that correct?
Yes.
What happened? And I need you to speak up for me.
And my girl was sitting on the couch. I was holding my baby, putting her to sleep. And I seen a shadow from the corner of my eye. And I asked my girl, did she see it? She said, yes, she see it. So we both got up. I gave her my child. I pushed her back towards the room. I wanted to open up the blinds to see who it was, but she called out her mother's name, and that person took off. So my mother asked what was going on. And she said that somebody was peeping in the window. And the mother said she was going to call the police. Which she did call the police. And the officer came. But before then, I put on my shoes to see who was out there. And when I went outside, it was a male and a female talking. The male had on a camouflage jacket with a hood on.
Okay. And what did you do after that?
I just sat there and I was looking, but I was in shock. And the dude was like, "What the fuck you looking at?" with his hands like on his crotch or whatnot, like he had something. So
And what happened after that?
and I jumped in the car and left
Where did you go?
to where my brother was.
And where was your brother at? Your what?
Over in the Montclair area.
At your cousin's house?
Not a cousin, a friend.
Who is the friend?
DJ. What's he go by? He doesn't know his real name or last name.
How did you know that he was at DJ's house?
Because that was the last spot he was at.
So you showed up over there and what happened?
I told him that somebody was looking in our window while I was holding my little girl.
Did you ask for them to come with you?
To see what was going on.
Why?
Because of the simple fact that I was going back out there by myself.
And you already thought that the police had been called, was that right?
Right?
So you wanted to take these other two people back over there with you, is that what you're saying?
Just to see what was going on.
Is that where he got rid of the gun or you got rid of the gun?
I never had no gun.
Who had the gun?
My brother had a gun.
What happened to it?
I had no clue.
So you and DJ got in the apartment at Wellington Arms or what? All three of you did?
No. Just me and my brother.
Whose apartment did you go in?
A friend of my brother's.
And what's their name?
I don't even know these people.
Does your brother know who they are? Yes or no?
Yes.
What apartment do you know?
No.
All right, so eventually, and y'all left that car sitting in apartments at Wellington Arms, or did you try to hide it?
I don't know what they try to do with it.
Right.
Where did you go directly after you left Royal Crest Apartments?
To Wellington Arms.
Okay.
I mean, the Montclair. When I left Royal Crest,
Yes.
I got in the car.
And y'all abandon the car together?
Not together. We split up when we got in the car.
Who abandoned the car? Who dropped it off?
Who dropped us off?
When you confronted these people and you left and you came back, what was your purpose in coming back?
Let's see what was going on.
But you indicated earlier that you saw them sitting on the steps, and you thought this guy with a camouflage jacket, when he grabbed at his crotch, what did you think? That he might have a weapon?
Yes.
Well, then why did you leave? Your family's sitting there with this guy on the front step with a weapon that was just looking through the window.
He wasn't on our front step.
He was right outside your apartment, though, wasn't he?
On the other side, behind, like in the backyard.
Yes, but your apartment has a front and a back. There is no adjoining neighbor, so it goes straight back. So wouldn't it reckon that the person on the front porch could have been the one that was on the back porch? Does that make sense? Yes or no?
Yeah.
It makes sense. But it doesn't make sense for you to leave your family out there with somebody that you might think had a weapon that was prowling on your property. Why would you do that?
Told you I was scared.
And the police had already been called. You, in fact, probably saw some of the police cars there, did you not?
No. I left before the police even came.
You left to go get your friends to come back and do what you had to do.
So that's the end of Jeremy's interview. Now you know why in the beginning I called him a bellend. So, for the 3 people in question, Jeremy was sentenced to 2 life sentences for the murder of Deontay and the attempted murder of Neshana. Donnie was sentenced to 5 years for being an accessory. He has now since been released. And as for big twin Jermaine, well, he did not get charged at all. America's biggest bellends. Because in this case, I kept thinking to myself, what was the point? Comment, tell me what you think.